Feeling like I've bitten off more than I can chew. A few of the local cafes here are really good, but a lot of them I think are getting a bit dated, and I thought I could bring something else to the picture. I'm Dylan. I'm the owner of Mr. Wednesday Cafe. I'm 22 years old. Whenever I wasn't at school, I was helping my dad with carpentry. He does shop fitting, so he does a lot of setting up cafes and a lot of shops. So yeah, I got addicted to that, and I couldn't sit in a school chair anymore. My parents always said to me, if you're going to leave school early, you got to pump your money into something worthwhile. So all my apprenticeship money always went to property. So and then from that, I was able to gain equity, which I was able to afford to open this place. I've worked hospitality ever since I started my apprenticeship, so I've always had a thing for hospitality. I went travelling for a year and met some friends overseas and helped them set up their cafe and build their cafe. So then that was sort of something that I said I could do back home. So the Kenta?
Yeah.
Get up at 4:30, get here basically as soon as I can and start helping with setting up and baking. We bake all our cakes in-house. We open at 6:30 and then we just do our general service throughout the day. Usually we have about two rushes. We have like the morning rush, 8 o'clock, and then we have a lunchtime rush. I'm a carpenter, I did all the work myself, so when I got this it was just a shell. We stripped back the walls to give the exposed brick look, ground the floor. All the beams inside, all the timber beams are recycled timber from an old Dimmies and Forges factory. I've always had a thing for industrial type style stuff. My old boss used to say to me, because I'd always come into a conversation halfway through, he'd always say, "Oh, Mr. Wednesday in the middle of the week," and so that sort of just stuck. And when we were deciding upon a name, he said it to me, and I was just like, "Oh, that sounds good." So I thought, yeah, may as well stick with it.
Yeah, we're out of decaf. That's half a kilo. I think I'll put it in there. I mean, like, you don't think about it much. I've been putting all the empties down here. This is the empties.
Oh, well, I can't spend any money on the weekends anymore. It's been total work. Just things like, even when I do get 5 minutes to spare, I'm doing the books or setting up my accounting systems or doing payrolls. So I managed to get away for a couple of beers on Sunday with some mates, but I was passed out pretty early, so. Lately, we've been understaffed, so we've been working here until God knows what hours, at 12 o'clock at night, preparing all the food. We've had a lot of trouble with chefs. We've got Erica, the main head chef. She's outstanding, but finding a second chef to cope with the workload is very difficult. We've had 4 no-shows, so yeah, I think that's going to be the biggest trouble. That works well. If I need to jump in the kitchen, then you Charlotte and Siobhan.
Siobhan, yeah, that's what I was thinking this Saturday. But then after that, we won't have Siobhan on Saturday, so we'll just have us 3.
Yep. I'd like to say nothing can really prepare you for this, but no, it certainly helped with just getting that customer service down pat and quality of food, knowing what to serve, what not to serve, and yeah, just going with the flow really, just keeping a cool head in sticky situations. Ever since I was little, my dad's been riding those old Indians, so I've just been brought up with them. That was my dad's first bike up on the wall there. I'd be sitting on the back seat with him and he'd have to ocky strap me to him because I'd stay on it to the point where I'd be falling asleep and I'd be falling off the bike. As soon as I turned 18, he chucked me on one and taught me how to ride. And yeah, we've been around the world pretty much riding them. Yeah, and I'd probably never hop on a modern bike. I'm not into modern. my mum and dad are hard workers. They've been flat out for as long as I've known them. But I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. They've knocked it into me that work hard and get rewarded. I'm also wanting to start up a bar in the future, somewhere around this area or even Northcote. But yeah, we'll see how we go with this one first.